This is Jackson'sMMASeries.com with Ali Hanjani, fighting out of Denver with Seriel Boxe. Ali, you're going to be fighting January 21st against Henry Martinez on the Jackson's MMA Series 7th card. What are your thoughts about this matchup with Henry?
Well, I was originally scheduled to fight Tommy Truex, and from what I understand with Tommy, he's got a real good ground game. From what I've seen of Henry, kind of the same thing. He's got good wrestling for the most part, and it looks like he grinds out a lot of his fights on the ground. I've been doing ground longer than I've been doing any stand-up, but I like to stand and bang. So if this fight ends up going to the ground, I got no problem slapping on a submission.
Now, Henry was a collegiate level wrestler, and he had very good success, wrestling at an elite level. Do you have any concerns going in against a wrestler at that level?
Not really. I've faced more than my share of wrestlers, believe it or not. And like I said, I've been doing ground for years before I started doing my stand-up, and people, take me more for a stand-up fighter. So I got no problem being on the ground. I'm comfortable in every position and any position he thinks he can get in.
Now, your record is 2-1, and Henry has considerably more fights, but when the series was looking at you, they saw your performance here for another promotion in Albuquerque, and you took out another individual who was on a pretty good win streak. Did you have a lot of amateur fights, or what do you attribute to your success fighting now and the level of technical skill you have?
Well, my pro record is 3-1 actually. So I've had 4 professional fights. Amateur-wise, I've had probably close to 10. So I've been in every position in a fight. So I'm comfortable as far as that's concerned. As far as the last fight, the individual was 7-0, and it was a 170-pound fighter. However, being in the game as long as I have and as comfortable as I am with fighting, it wasn't a problem to move up in weight and take on somebody that was, had more prestige than I did. Mm-hmm. So going up against Henry is going to be a different type of fighter, but once again, I don't see any issue with how the fight's going to go for me.
And what is it like being invited to Greg Jackson's card here in Albuquerque at the Hard Rock, with your record 3-1? What does that? Were you honored to be invited to take on Henry in this fight?
Definitely honored. Before I got into fighting, I used to actually watch a lot of Greg Jackson, the way he trained his fighters. So I used to be sitting behind a computer watching him and his fighters. Now, a few years later, I'm on his card fighting for him. So if anything, it's really just a dream come true, being able to see that my fighting career has kind of come full circle a little bit, and it's only moving on up from here on out.
And coming down here from Denver, visiting the Hard Rock, what do you have to say about the the facility and actually fighting at the Hard Rock?
It's amazing. I like the facility. It's got a very neat venue. Definitely different than the last one I was fighting at here at the pit. I like Albuquerque. I love the energy here. I love the people here. I enjoyed fighting here last time, so I'm just excited, really, more than anything. And
what do you have to say to the fans who are going to come out and watch you? What can they expect to see?
With my style, I go big or go home. You're going to either see me go out there, and handle my business the way I should, or it might turn the other way. Either way, it's going to be fun. I want to be exciting. I don't like boring fights. I don't like watching boring fights or being a part of them. So I'll definitely try to make this as exciting as I can for the fans, because that's why I do it, is to entertain.
And one last question. Denver being Mile High, Albuquerque being Mile High. Some other fighters have a problem coming up to this elevation, but I guess your condition is going to be in shape for this fight.
Yeah, I felt great last time I came down here. I live at 5,500 feet. So it's pretty much the same here. We can get into high elevation up in the mountains. That's not an issue with us. So I don't think that's going to be a problem for us here, which I like because it gives Henry a great advantage over me. If anything, it just evens us out.
And one last thing, who would you like to thank or acknowledge? Do you have any coaches, sponsors?
Well, I definitely want to thank my training partner, Diana Ryle, who'll be fighting the main event. Thank my trainer, Ben Schisler, my team Advantage Martial Arts and Seriel Boxe. I want to thank Jack and Grill, my sponsor, and that's pretty much it. Anybody who's helped me get ready for this fight. Jackson's MMA, anyone with Series has been very hospitable to us, and they've been very, very kind. So I definitely appreciate them, taking their time and, being very hospitable to us and, showing us around.
Okay, well, we really look forward to this matchup on January 21st, and good luck.
Thank you.